in coding.
Bug and defect is
For,
also same.
for example, when developer writing code, if there is any mistake in that code, that is called error.
And defect will be a mismatch between the expected and the actual results.
Yes.
And failure is something when the end user identifies if something is not working,
In end
then it is
product.
a failure. Yeah.
Okay.
So bug and defect is are same ones. Same given to the name. Bug and defect is same.
I wanted to give you this as an exercise for you people. What you people has said that it is not accurate or it is not really true. You go and see and understand and come back. I think previously also we have done a video on this. What is the difference between a bug, defect, error, fault, and failure and issue?
More number of faults is called failures.
Go back for today and then see these differences and then come back and then let me know on what is this particular thing. And even one other thing also which I wanted to ask you, what is the difference between build versus release versus patch?
Build is when the developers develop a module or something and release to the QA environment. That is called build, Chris. And the release would be when it is deployed to the production, then it is called a release. And if there are any bugs and they have put some patches on it to rectify them, they'll and release a new version with the identified bugs corrected. That is a version.
Okay, I think yeah, on a high level view, you have been given the answer, so I can understand that you have been got the pointer, but still, there are headline differences between them. So for tomorrow topic, let's have this particular discussion: bug versus defect versus error versus fault versus issue versus failure. And the same thing, build versus release version, patch and version. So go back for today and then quickly do this particular assessment and then come back for tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I'll talk about the details into these particular things. Okay, two topics for you tomorrow to get back on this particular differences. And you should clearly mention and don't give me the group answers. Anyways, I'll take that one by one tomorrow. So prepare well and then come for tomorrow. But today it's okay. As this topic is not covered, I don't want to bug you on this one. Now, let me take you through the first BLC. Okay. Now, in this particular PLC, what is priority and what is severity? How you will give for a particular bug? First of all, you tell me what are the priority types and what are the severity types?
Priority types high, medium, and low. Severity means
High,
severity
medium,
means
low.
like
Priority means
P1,
P1, P2, P3.
P1,
Severity high,
P2, P3.
medium, low.
Severity it means blocker and critical and major and
Myra.
minor.
Major and minor.
Okay. See, guys, don't give me. I always says that don't give me the bookish definitions. Okay. Now you explain me. Take an example of a bug. Okay, and then on that particular bug, explain me. Hey, this bug is called high priority, and then you define me the definition. And the same way, this bug is severity. So this you explain me on that particular severity of it. Hope this particular topic is covered, right? Priority and severity.
Yes, yes.
If it is covered, then you people need to tell me. Now, now who you can raise your hands. Now tell me, first of all, what is priority, what is severity in terms of a particular bug? Take an example and give me that particular example bug. Yeah, over to you, China.
Okay. Yeah, priority, the term means it determines the urgency of the either bug or defect, whatever it is. Like it
Let's
should
talk
be
this as
clear
a
as soon as.
bug. Okay, don't
Yeah,
misspell the words very clearly. We need to talk about that. So we will talk about
yeah.
bug. Okay, bug priority.
Okay. As soon as possible, we'll have to clear that comes under priority. It means it will show the urgency of that. And severity means how much it is impacting the application. Okay. For example, if we take any in the perspective of software, or if we take a login functionality, if it has some blocker severity, that means a blocker is the users are not able to log in even if you take action on the login button. That comes under blocker severity. The priority would be a P1. It should be clear as soon as possible, as it is impacting the login functionality. The users are not able to log in.
Okay, let's do one thing. Uh, let's keep the severity out of the case. Now, just only tell me what means in the priority. What are the things we'll be having? What how we classify on the priorities? And give me example for that particular classification one because I don't want her to give the answer. That's the reason I'm talking it as a classification. But what are the different type of classifications we have in the priority?
Okay.
Hello.
So we have a P1, P2, and P3.
What is meant by P?
A priority one,
Mhm.
and followed by P2 and P3. For
Okay.
priority, which one means
Now let's
so as I
consider the
told,
same thing. P1, P2, P3. Okay.
P3.
Now let's talk about what is P1.
Sir, sir, can I?
Hold on. Hold on. Let him answer, and then I'll come back to you also. Anyways, you have good enough time. We'll come to you. Go ahead, Shina.
Yeah, the priority ones means which is impacting the application. I mean, it is not allowing the main functionality, like in which it's supposed to be work actually. If we take any
Everything.
example,
Hmm.
for example, if you take any e-commerce application, the ultimate objective of the e-commerce application is to users able to buy the products and later on do the payment actually. So if the payment function is not working properly, that means it comes under P1 because it needs to be fixed as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. P2.
Yeah, and P2 we can say it is impacting the application but not the functionality. Example would be
Sorry, reiterate your statement. It is impacting functionality. It is not impacting the functionality. What you said?
it is impacting the application but not the main functionalities, like the main objectives. Example, if you took I'm not able to recall that
Okay.
priority too.
Fine. So over to you, Viresh.
So if you have one login application and valid credential, valid and password, they will not unable to log in. This is like a high priority. And after
Why that
login
is
that
an high priority?
it is unable to see in home page, sir.
Mhm.
They will fix in immediately until
Mhm.
unless they will fix it.
Okay.
Um,
P2.
Because it is stopping the main functionality, it is on high priority, Chris.
Okay. P2.
it P2 means it like when an application and about the app, you will get the whenever click the about option, they will get the a blank page. They will how to use an application. They will before to the release and they will fix it in, and this is called medium priority.
No. You. That's not. You're not. You're not able to give me the right examples. Sri.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will take the example Facebook, sir. Priority. If there is something important, important means logo is very important. That F symbol is very important. So if it is not instead of F, for Facebook symbol, if there is something that is very important, so we will take P1 priority. For example, the application we couldn't able to log in, that one it is a blocker, like a more severity. P2,
See,
P2 in between
what is
the
the question?
after
What is the question?
P1, P2, P3, sir.
And
Question.
then why are you going for
Sorry,
severity?
sir.
See,
No.
you need
I
to
just want
understand,
to
Shri.
explain. Sorry, sir.
I'll come to the
Yes.
differences also, but
Yes.
still, first you need to have the clarity of what is priority, then you can contrast with the severity. So first you need to understand what is priority and what is severity, and what the different classifications of it. Then we can have the combination of that. So that is how we need to learn, because this is most important to understand.
Yes, sir. Sorry,
Tell
sir.
me only, it's okay, fine. You tell
P2,
me only this one.
P2, sir. Now
Example, P2 example. You
yes,
tell
sir.
me, see, I'm once again, I'm saying it, guys, I don't want definitions. I can even Google, see, now many of the people do the same thing. Even now, just I can open the Google and get it that answer. I don't want that. Give me the real time example. What is P2 to your understanding? You say wrong and I'm fine, but still you need to attempt. Do it.
Yes, sir. So if it is more important, then we can consider P1, P2 after entering the Facebook. I'm getting
Okay,
tension.
don't get touched. Okay, fine. Okay. Why only means out of, see, I'm very happy to see that we have now only 28 from 68 or 72 we came to 28. Even this number will decrease. I'm very happy. But even out of 28, why only 6 people are raising the hands? What happened for others?
Chris, actually, what happened is actually we had a question from Pina on this priority and severity, but we never discussed the topic. So that is why, at least I am not clear on this. Yeah. Just Pina had a question asking for what he has given an issue asking for Facebook logo is wrong. What is the priority and severity? But we never clearly discussed the topics. So.
Okay.
Sir,
See, how we need to, yeah.
சார் நான் தமிழ்ல சொல்லலாமா சார்? எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது சொல்லலாமா சார்?
சொல்லுங்க.
சார் சிவியாரிட்டி அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கும் ப்ரியாரிட்டிங்கிறதுக்கும் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் என்னன்னா, இப்போ ஒரு ஒரு இடத்துல ஒருத்தவங்களுக்கு ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படின்னா, ஒரு 5 பேருக்கு ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆயிருக்கு அப்படின்னா, அதுல ஒரு 3 பேருக்கு ரொம்ப சீரியஸா இருக்கு. மீன்ஸ் தலையில அடிபட்டு பிளட் வருது அந்த மாதிரி இருக்காங்க. 2 பேர் வந்து நார்மலான ஒரு அடிபட்டு அப்படி இருக்காங்க. பட் அந்த ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல ஒரே ஒரு டாக்டர் தான் இருக்காரு அப்படிங்கும்போது, அவரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யாருக்கு இம்மீடியட்டா செய்யணும், ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் எடுக்கணும் அப்படின்னு இருக்கோ, அதுக்கு பேரு பிரியாரிட்டி. தென் அடிபட்டவங்கள இம்மீடியட்டா பார்க்கணும். இம்மீடியட்டா பார்க்கணுங்கிறது பிரையாரிட்டி. அதுவே வந்து இவங்களையும் கவனிக்கிறோம் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து சிவியாரிட்டி அப்படின்ட்டு என்னுடைய இது சார்.
So this is really right. So the example which you have been given is an excellent example for severity and priority. But you need to give the example in the software, right? See, now you need to understand few things. Many of the terminologies we have been taken from the medical industry. So now triaging and then severity, priority, these all things are taken from the medical industry only. But when you're giving an example, see now whatever you have given is absolutely right. But still, this need to give it in from the software point of view. See now, when you go for an interview, the people will be excited. See now, they understand that you understand the concept, but real-time examples. See now, how the people will judge in interviews is based upon the terminologies you use, based upon the examples you give, and the definitions how you are giving it, so that they can judge the candidate that whether this candidate is real or fake. So that is the reason I'm just trying to make you people to give not the bookish definitions, give the real-time examples. Take an application, take Amazon, take Flipkart. This is where you need to take it up and then talk on it. But however, see now, if the topic is not covered, I don't wanted to get into this, but still, you people need to prepare for this particular topic also in thorough. What are the things which we need to prepare for this one is here priority, severity. What is priority and what is severity? What are the classifications? We have it. Classification means you are saying P1, P2, P3, S1, S2, S3. So there are certain classifications for that. That's a standard, but company to company that will change. Even saying P1, P2, P3 is not wrong, but you should know about the standards first, and then you can come back to the P1, P2, P3. You can say that one too. And once you understand what is priority, severity, and what is the classifications of this one, now you should know the real-time examples of each classification. Means now what is P1, P2, P3, P4, so P3 and P4 is also there. S1, S2, S3, I1, I2, I2 incidents also will be there. So that is incident management system that we don't require. That is for the DevOps. But at least what is S1, S2, S3, P1, P2, P3? Real-time examples from the software. But still, you also can understand from the health domain because these all terms originally are taken from here. So, but still, what it is preferable to have it is to tell it in the software examples. Once you understand this three things, then you need to combine these particular things. Combining priority and the severity. There would be a quadrant. In this particular quadrant, now we'll have the priority and the severity. So here, high priority. Here we'll be having high priority, low severity. Here, low priority, low severity. Here, high high severity, low priority. But here, high priority, high severity. So this is what, so now this is the graph because this is on the P on this x-axis and then y-axis. We'll be having it, right? So now here, these both things are low. Priority and severity. Here, severity high, priority low. But in this quadrant, we'll have it. Now, we need to give the example, real-time example here for all these things. Then you understand the concept of priority and severity. So these are the four things which you need to understand when you talk about the bug lifecycle things. And the most important another thing is states. What are the different states we have it in this particular bug lifecycle? What are the different states we have? So now you've seen it, right? So these are called as bug states or status. Deferred, rejected, duplicated, and there are different. So now the people will be calling this as a states, or this also called as a phases, different phases. But when you're logging the bug, we'll not call them as a phase, we'll call them as a state. Okay, so then what are the things? So how you capture the environmental details? How you capture means how you tag back with the screenshots, videos. So these all things we need to talk on this particular bug life cycle and then go for the implementation part. So this is how you should learn. The most important thing is on this one. And next important thing is RCA. What is RCA?
Root cause analysis.
Why we need to do the root cause analysis?
You know, what if something is being done, we'll have to analysis in which point it has started.
See, now, for an example, you have a mango farm. So in this particular mango farm, the first year, it is already 10, 15 years trees, but it is not giving the fruits in summer. Now you need to understand, means first year you have been tried, it didn't work. You given the chemicals, it didn't work. Second year, you sprayed the chemicals, it didn't given the things. Third year also, will you do the same? Now you need to do an RCA, means understand the root cause, why it is not giving the right fruits. Is it if I'm spraying this one on the top, there is no problem in this. But the problem is in the roots of this particular tree. I need to fix the problem here, not here. So by doing this particular RCA only, we will be getting it. It means that, for an example, now you're getting a particular bug. Now, why this particular bug came? What is the reason for coming this particular bug? So that if I fix that particular reasoning of the bug, so this bug will not come again back to me. See, that is what I need to do it. So to understand that particular route, I'll be coming to the, I'll come to drill down that particular information and see that where exactly my problem is there, and then I'll try to fix this one. So that it will not replicate, or this will not come again back in the future. So that is the reason. So we do this particular RCA also. So fixing bug is not only important, doing an RCA is also a very important thing. But see, fixing the bug, you fix the bug, and then you will make with the help of RCA, you will make sure that this will not repeat again. So that is what this particular fixing and then RCA. So these all things will be part of your bug life cycle. Bug life cycle means
Is it the task of developers, Chris, RCA?
this is a task of the complete team, because RCA will be doing it by the dev team with the help of testing team. So both teams club together and derive this one.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so this is how the team need to do the RCA. However, so now let's discuss one by one. So if the topics are, see now, life cycle means talking about the 6 phases or 7 phases, whatever it is there, understanding that phases. That is not really this. You need to understand the detailed level of the bug life cycle. Because you tell me, what is a life of a tester? See, life of a tester is identifying the bugs, logging the bugs. Now you tell me, how much important is this? Every day you have identified 10 to 15 bugs. Now 10 to 15 bugs, you'll be logging that particular bugs. So that is a purpose of a purpose of a tester, right? What is the purpose of a QA? Identify the defects, report the defects, make sure to close that particular defects and send the product with quality. So this is like a 3-word or 3-step definition for a particular QA, right? Now you tell me, how much important is this particular bug lifecycle? See, it is not that, hey, SDLC is not important or TCLC is not important. Everything is important, but this is like a heart. You know, in our body, everything is important. See, legs important, hands important, eyes important, fingers important. Now, at one point of time, something, if it is not there, it's okay, you can do. Nowadays, anything can be achieved, but still, which is more important? Brain, heart. So now, bug life cycle is like a heart. So you need to understand this one very thoroughly and very clearly, so that you get any particular bugs, you'll be doing it. Actually speaking, there are the next level advancements is bug triaging, bug classifications. So these are also comes into the picture. See, now I'm telling you, right now, I was just seeing a particular, I was just looking for a certain video, and one guy, actually he was very prominent uh, trainer in the market. He was coming and saying that, hey, don't learn manual testing, just go for the automation. I understand that. See, this is important. See, now even for automation testers itself, there is no life, no career, because all the AI is coming into the picture. Now, manual testers will not have the jobs. I'm 100% sure. But learning directly automation, will you understand these all things? See, yesterday I met one of the industry expert who is having more than 26 years of experience. So I learned from his videos. Actually he works in Aptly Tools. One of the training session, I just met him. I was talking to him. We were talking into the details that every pointer which I'm trying to bring it up, he was getting that pointer in a seconds. At one point of time, he kept me in a situation that I'm not able to answer him. That is where the industry experts are. See, he's make me to dumb for a minute because he was strong in the foundation. Now you tell me you don't understand the bug life cycle, you don't understand the test case life cycle, you don't understand all these particular testing methodologies and all this stuff. What you do automation? Automation means what? Converting your manual test cases into the automation test cases. If you do this one, is this what testing? No, that is not really an ethics. You need to understand these particular pointers. See, when you're learning something, you need to understand why I'm learning this, where I need to implement this, how I can explain this with a real-time examples. That is what you need to prepare. Or else you can go and see any WhatsApp video or any YouTube channel. You can get in these all videos, right? Why you need to come for these training sessions? And I'm telling you, right? Simple. within 15 minutes, they can cover bug life cycle, 15 minutes test case life cycle, STLC 15 minutes, SDLC another 10 minutes. Yeah, almost all I think we have been completed 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Now still we are here itself. Why? See, it's whatever we are learning. So practically we need to implement it. And whatever we are making you to do it, this is not for this course. You take any course in future, you know, will not look back for us. You know how to read that, how to learn that. So that is how you need to learn. Okay, so I I strongly recommend. So this is the way you need to learn for this particular priority and severity and the bug life cycles. Now let me take this particular, means whatever the topic you guys wanted, I can pick up that particular topic and then talk about it. Now the most important topic for this one is, I think we let's start with the phases and then I'll come to the priority and severity and then the combinations. So this is the hierarchy which we need to follow. Now, what are the phases we have it in the bug life cycle? First of all, what is bug? See, anyways, I'll not ask the differences, but at least I should know about, see, when we are knowing about a particular life cycle, you should know about the definition of that basic thing, right? What do you mean by a bug?
If the
Any
result is not as
functionality,
expected, that would be
Raise your hands, please. Go ahead, Shravani.
If the functionality is not as expected, that would be a bug, Chris. And the
As
phases would,
expected.
yeah, if it is not according to the requirement, if it is not functioning according to the requirement, that will be raised as a bug. I mean, the actual result and the expected result doesn't match, then that would be raised as a bug.
Actual and unexpected is not matched, then we'll call it as a bug. Okay, Shekhar.
Sir, can I speak in Telugu?
Yeah, go ahead.
సార్ బగ్ అనేది మామూలుగా మనము ఏదైనా ఒక అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకొని మనం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ ఒక అనుకొని చేసినప్పుడు అది మనకు రాకపోతే దాని బగ్ ఉంటారు. Sir.
Okay, Deepika.
Yeah, I will take an example as a login functionality. If the main function of login is to, get into the application. If it does not work properly, if you are unable to logging into that, it leads to the bug. We can call it as a bug. Because the functionality of the login is to get into the application. If it not works properly, mismatches with the functionality, then we can call it as a bug.
Okay, see, I understand that you people are trying your best to give me the answer, but you're misspelling these particular terminologies. See, I appreciate that you taken an example and talking about it. So that is the way we need to do it. See, it is simple. We can say that, hey, I entered the login credentials and click the login button, but still it didn't reach to the home page. Now this is deviation from our, not functionality. This is deviation from our requirements. See, now my my requirement is, when I enter the login credentials, it should go to the home page. This is what my requirement. But see, now in requirements we define the functionalities, and see, now some functionalities it shouldn't go for the home page, right? So now if I enter the wrong credentials, it will not go to the home page. So rather than using the term functionalities, we should use the terminology, the requirements or the user stories. Any deviation from our requirements, then it is treated as a bug. That's it. See, I'm not saying that whatever the definitions which you said is wrong. No, I'm not saying that. But usually anyone can have a simple definitions for that. So to my understanding, I'm saying that, hey, I have a requirement. If there is any deviation from my requirement, then I'll treat that this is a bug. Even though that is right, but still it is deviated from my requirement, I'll treat that as a bug. Because that is what my requirement says for me. See, that is what my Quran, Bible, Bhagavad Gita, or whatever it might be. So now if I get my requirement, according to that requirement, I'll test this. That's it. Even though that is wrong, but it is there in my requirement. I need to test according to this. That's it. No deviation from the requirements. So that is the reason we have to be cautious on this, your requirements too. Okay. So now always, as I told you, you can take an example. Hey, the means I have been entered the login credentials, click the login button. I have been not able to reach to the home page. So there is a deviation from my requirement. Then this is, I'll be logging it as a bug. Now I'm going to the bug lifecycle. Now, what are the phases, different phases of this particular bug lifecycle?
It is new, open, fixed, retest.
Okay,
and closed.
Leela Prasad. Leela Prasad. Are you there? Ramakrishna.
Yeah, Chris. We newly open we create a new bug, and we keep into the open when it is approved, or or it can be rejected. When it is approved, we can keep into the open bug, and later the development team will be given it as a fixed, and the next phase was fixed, and after that the testers will retest the bug. If it is not fixed, it has the same value as before, so we can reopen the bug, or if the feature is worked properly, we can close the bug.
So these are the general phases which we will be having in a bug lifecycle. So now we will first, the bug status would be new, where we'll be logging this particular bug, and it would be in the open state. And then this is not fix, modify, or fix according to that one. And then we do the retesting, and then we'll close the bug. And if this is not fixed, then it will go for the reopen status. Now, these are the basic 6 phases which we have it. Actually speaking, there are a lot of SOPs we'll have it. SOP means standard operating procedure. Means if you wanted to operate this particular procedures, this is a standard procedures which it is trying to say that as an SOPs, or this can be called as a guidelines also. So now how you need to test this particular thing. See, for an example, if you're constructing a house, you'll be saying that, hey, this is my guideline. So I can construct only 5 floors in this area, not more than 5 floors. And I can't go more than 15 feet of basic foundation. I shouldn't go below this, or I can't put my motor below 1000 feet. So now these are the guidelines from our municipality or the corporation it will be giving to us. The same way, when you wanted to test it across this particular software, at that point of time, you'll be having certain guidelines. So this is called SOPs or the guidelines. So now you need to follow these are the standard structures. Now, this is what the standard structure which we need to have. But these particular names and these things will differ from company to company. Okay. Now, as you guys already discussed on this and then doing on it. Now, this is where in the new status, you would be logging that particular bug. Now, what are the fields which we are going to add for logging a bug?
Summary. So the
Go
title,
ahead. So now, see
summary.
now, yeah. What are the things? Tell me that. What are the fields which I need to log when I'm logging a bug, Ramakrishna?
That title, summary,
Title, summary,
the
next.
steps to reproduce.
This is very important. Okay, steps to reproduce. I'll come to this one. Next.
Expected result and actual result.
Expected result, actual result. Next.
Can we give now the priority of the severity here?
Absolutely right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can give, yeah, priority, severity.
Severity.
Next,
The environment setup.
environment details.
The video either screenshot.
Excellent. This is very important. This is the documental evidence which you're going to present for the. So now you're saying something, but where is the proof? See, in a court, now when you're saying that, hey, this guy has been done for any particular crime, we will ask him, hey, show me the evidence. So same way, when you're logging a bug, this is very important. The video and the screenshot of this one. Next. What else?
Description of the problem we can write.
That is what summary,
Okay,
right?
okay, sure.
What else? You are missing one important factor. Anyone else?
Yeah, build version.
Okay. Version, build version. Next.
Different
Type of
platforms.
testing.
Platforms is nothing but environmental details. All the operating system, browser version details, everything will comes as part of environmental details, right? What else?
Yeah. Who has been developed that feature?
That we will be assigning to him.
Okay.
Next. Any other fields you have been missed? The most important thing which you need to understand is where you got this particular bug. Means which test case you are getting this. Always you need to remember that bugs are tagged to test cases. If you don't tag this particular bug, how the people will understand where you got this particular bug? This is really very important, that tagging back the bugs. Now this is where you're connecting this particular bug life cycle. So now when you'll get the bug, when you are executing a particular test case, there you will got the bug, right? So now you would be tagging that particular bug over there. See, the most important features which we need to see, everything is important here. So we can't say that one, but more important, which are the things is this particular steps to reproduce. Steps to reproduce is exactly how you're going to, means how you got that one. You are trying to reproduce that one. See, this is called in a crime cases, we'll be saying that crime reconstruction, right? The same way here, this would be calling as steps to reproduce, means how exactly that bug has been replicated to you. So those are the steps you'll be giving it to here. And always you'll be getting it in which environment you've given it, and priority, severity. And then the evidential proof that, hey, we got this particular bug. If you don't give this one, they'll say that, hey, this is not a bug. Or so now we need to have the complete evidence of proof that we'll be giving it. Moreover, here we'll be writing with the RCA. So these are the factors that are really important. And even we can add some more things called impacted areas or impacted. Now, what is this impacted means? Because of this bug, how much revenue it is impacted, how much business it is impacted. These all things you'll not understand now, but when you go for real-time implementations, there they'll be using this particular impacts for this. Now, why? Because one of my the first batch student, he has been with me for another company, so we both are working for that. He missed a bug. He missed a bug. So we work for a fintech-based company. The bug cost is 75,000 pounds, not dollars, pounds. What they have done is they have been splitted this particular among all the employees of our team members, and they deducted this particular money from our salaries. And this happened for 3 months, including complete my director. The director wing have 125 members. All 125 members, we have been paid this particular money for 3 months. 75,000 pounds. 1 pound equal to 101 rupees now. Imagine that 75,000 pounds. One bug, only one bug. Company can pay this, but still they want us to penalize on this one, how we have been missed it. It is not a mistake of that particular person. They penalized on the complete people. Now you tell me how all other people are looking at this guy, including my director. See, you need to understand. So now this is what the revenue impact. What is the business impact? It loses the credibility of the company. Credibility means trust. If you lose the trust, simple example I told you, right? When you're doing a payment, you have been lost that particular money. You didn't get it. Will you buy again the product from the company, from Amazon or Flipkart? You taken a product, it didn't return back. Will you buy that from the same seller? That loses the credibility of the company. That is what impacting. Revenue impacting. So because of one bug, will it happen? Yes, only because of one bug we have lost all this. So you need to understand, that is where you will be analyzing your RCA. Hey, how this came and how I need to eliminate this one in the future. That is where we do the RCA for this. And these all fields you need to fill it up. See, example, we follow the highest standards on this in creation of this. You see it for bug closing, retesting and closing. This is the SOP. And prioritization and tracking. This is SOP. And then this is basic logging of the bug. I think new documents are not here, but however, I just wanted to. So this is how the SOP would look like. Now you can see it, right? New bug creation. These are the fields: project and modules, issue type, summary, components, description, priority, affected version, means build version user, right? Assigned to, environment, attachment. It is linked, means it is matching to the other issues also. Linked issues. What is a squad? Squad means team, which team it belongs to. What is a compliance impact? Revenue impact, stakeholder, technical item category, and bug. These are the stages: creation, tagging the bug, new, duplicate, deferred, not a bug, and root cause analysis for review for this. Whether it is in development, reviewed or fixed, open for testing, test case creation for review. Means from a bug, as soon we identify a bug, from that particular bug, we create a test case. I'll talk about this one also. And then retested, passed, and it will be demoed, and then the result is passed or failed. So this is the flow. How they need to give that one, you can see it, right? So complete a description, how they wanted to select it. So this is how we do documentation. You see it, right? Only for bug creation, and how to do the retesting for this, how to close this one, and how to do the prioritization, and then tracking for that. So now here you can see that particular prioritization thing here. So this document we have been in 2019, but actually we have been prepared in 2013 and 10. If you see here, now this is the bug priority: highest, high, medium, low, lowest. So is this for all the people, means companies will be same? It differed, but this is the standards. So the document which I prepared, these particular documents are standardized documents. Now here we have the prioritization and how I need to do the analysis, and how I need to do identify if it is a valid bug or invalid bug. And if it is decided to a bug, fixed in the current sprint, means you need, there are sprints in the agile, we have the sprints, right? Whether we're fixing that one and fix the bug. And this is the flow diagram. So now how it need to be flow? Bug priority, analyze the bug, qualifying the bug, and if it is qualified, adding to the current sprint, execute in the existing scenes, and then move to the bug to the testing. So this is how the prioritization of the bugs would be having it. And retesting and closing that particular bug. See, this, so now you see, now very simply we are explaining here, but in organizations, when we go and then try to implement that particular thing, they have a detailed version of procedures to follow for that. That is what I'm just trying to explain for you. Now, it's not limiting to this particular fields, but at least you need to know about what are the very important fields. There are a lot more other fields also. It depends upon the organization to log it. And how to log a bug, you see a document for this. And how to do a retesting and closing, we have a particular document. And in this one, how to give the prioritization and severity and then tracking that one, we have a documentation for this. See, means that's the standard approach and procedures which we need to follow. It is not simple that 6 phases by hurting that 6 phases and then doing it. No, understand that one into the detailed concepts. And I told you, right? Now, from a test case execution, I got a bug. Now, from this particular bug, I'll create another test case also. Because it shouldn't replicate in any other situations. So from a test case execution, I got a bug. And from this particular bug, I will create a new test case for this. And will it required for every time? No. Sometimes majority 60 to 70% times you'll be creating the test cases. And 40% we may not require. Why we need to create that particular test cases? Because that shouldn't replicate in future any near time or anytime, not near time. Anytime it shouldn't replicate again back. That's the reason. So this is also one of the important question. So now I don't think nowadays the people will ask you these all things too, because they themselves, they are not understanding. So if you encounter with a traditional old tester, then you will encounter these particular things. So from a test cases, we derive, means we will be getting the bugs. From the bugs also we will be getting the test cases. So this is what the thing, the information which you need to understand on it. Okay, so it's not that only just open means, so now new means I'm logging a bug. Open means we'll make it a valid or not invalid bug and then give the prioritization for this. Developer will go and fix this particular bug. Retesting. What do you mean by retesting? Closing. I mean, if it is passed, then it will go to the close, and then if it is not there, coming to the reopen. So this is on a high level. But when you start to understand the detailed level of bug logging, that is reason Pina asking you to practice this one. When you start doing this one, take the real-time example and then assume that, hey, because for an example, didn't take the login. In the Facebook, you are trying to post it. A post is not performed. Now, what it happened? The title, this description, steps to reproduce, and give the priority severities, and then these particular videos and the build versions. Once you created the complete set, then you'll understand that. Because this is what your original job you'll be doing on it. So that is how you need to do on. Don't worry. We will continue to, means once after on the Saturday. So you people will be presenting on this one. Right? So if possible, even I'll join on that session. So I'll see that how you people are presenting on this point number 1. And anyways, these phases you understand because that's the simple phases, nothing bigger complexity to understand. So now, whatever the phases it is missing, we'll discuss on this particular phases or the states. And then we concentrated more on this particular priority severity on these particular topics. We'll discuss in detail. But coming tomorrow, what I wanted from you is go to the differences of those things which we have been talked about, defect, bug. So that differences, build version, that differences, priority severity. This particular video, it is extensive. I think I have been taken for 45 minutes to 1 hour session on this. So go through this particular session also, and even the differences also we have been discussed, bug severity and build version severity, that also we have been discussed. Go through these particular 3 videos and come for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be talking about these 3 topics. And Saturday, we will be seeing that all these particular bug logging, how you are trying to do it. So we'll see it on Saturday. Okay. Tomorrow's topic is these 3 and Saturday topic is this. Am I clear? So once after this particular bug life cycle, then I'll also come for the test case life cycle in the same pattern. Got it? So overall,
Tomorrow's topic is
that is what I told you right here. So differences between defect, bug, failure, fault, all those things, build version patches. So that differences, these 2 topics. And the third one is priority severity. So with these particular 4 classification, what is priority severity, classifications in the priority severity, examples for this one, and combining the priority severity quadrant which I have been showing you, right? So that one. So these 3 sessions are available already in the videos. Go through that videos and come back for tomorrow so that I can once again reiterate on it. Got it? So these 3 topics we'll have it for tomorrow, and this particular bug logging into the Jira or Bugzilla, that we will see it on Saturday. So once after that one, we'll talk about this particular test case life cycles, and then we will be jumping into this particular topic. So almost if you complete this particular types of testing, if you have been completed, then 80 to 90% of the things are done.
okay.
I think if you're sleepy, then you can sleep sleep, not come for the sessions, man. If you're yawning and doing it, so how it would be for others? At least you go on mute.
Yeah, hi Chris. Don't we have in progress phase in raising a bug, or else it is included in open only?
There will be no in progress. So that
Okay,
would be
like
in the state of open, means that's means the people. It all depends upon the company to company. It's not on a particular thing. They will be means they have a state called in progress. So if the people says that if it is an open, the people consider that as an in progress.
okay, Chris. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, fine. Thank you. Then I'll catch up tomorrow. See you all. Bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.